The NorthSEE project started in 2016 and it's funded by the EU Interreg NorthSEE Region programme. The project is basically about maritime spatial planning in the North Sea, and it involves working together with the following countries: Belgium, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Norway, Scotland and Sweden. The MSP Challenge game is a novel stakeholder engagement tool which introduces people to the concept of maritime spatial planning. There's two versions, a board game and a digital game version.
Playing the MSP board game this afternoon was an opportunity for a number of people who had some little or no knowledge of maritime spatial planning to come together, learn from each other and leave the room with a much better understanding of the complexities of the different activities that go towards making a marine area function.
All right, ready, get set, play.
It enables people to bring their own experience to the table in a role-playing situation, playing any kind of role from port operator to shipper to aquaculture developer.
And they're given the goal to go and develop their respective sector. Through this process, they might conflict with other players because they might be looking to develop the same area but for a different use. Effectively, this demonstrates the importance of engaging and proactively communicating your plans with other users.
The negotiation techniques that can be developed are absolutely phenomenal. They talk to the person in another neighbouring administration who's got the same interests as they have, and they could cook up an alliance, or they can see what other areas' interests might be.
The MSP Challenge in itself is a prototype and a showcase that we can build an integrated digital world, which we call the sea, and to connect what humans are doing there with what is happening within the marine environment.
The gameplay involves trying to understand what your plan will need to entail. You need to submit your plan for either consultation and up for approval from other players.
A group like this needs to grow into the idea of a game. You take them step by step, like gamers do, level up, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, but everybody can play.
You fast forward time and you try to simulate all the plans becoming a reality and try to demonstrate impacts on a number of receptors. And over the years you start seeing, let's say, an impact of energy production or an impact on shipping intensity or impacts on the environment with distribution of particular species and so on.
I think it's a really fun game. It gets people talking, and I think it shows the complexity of planning on the North Sea.
It's a good reflection of reality, and it's MSP in a nutshell, and it's a wonderful tool to make outsiders understand what MSP is.
Rather than having to access 3-4 different sources of information, now everything is compiled in a single place for the North Sea region, harmonized between countries, and one in a very user-friendly way can access it and also have some sort of basic assessment running in the background against a number of indicators.
That is so valuable that it can change the way we consider these marine spatial planning processes.
It's a simulation that requires certain simplifications to be made. Therefore, it is important to realize that the real processes will require some of the more traditional tools as well.
We plan to play it in Germany as a kickstart of our national process, to start with our agency and then maybe play it with our ministry to get them on board and make them again aware of the complexity of MSP.
So I can see this becoming an educational tool for people to get introduced to the field of marine planning and marine management. And it can be your marine planning laboratory.
Well, we come all from different authorities, from different countries. We would speak a lot of different languages. We got along very well, and it was just also a lot of fun to work with all the colleagues in the project.
These connections that we've established as part of the project are now quite mature. They are there to stay, and they will facilitate greater collaboration at a North Sea scale much easier than it used to be in the future.